Hey, what's up, guys? This is Perry with Premier Guitar here at the beautiful Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, with the man, Jason Isbell. Jason,
hey everybody,
how
Perry,
are you today,
good to see you again,
Good
sir.
to see you again. Thanks for doing this again.
Yeah, this is fun. I like this. I like showing guitars to people.
Yeah, you're one of my favorite rundowns ever because you are a serious guitar dork.
I'm kind of nerdy about it.
You're really into it. I love that.
I'm not as nerdy as some people, but I continue, like I watch videos on different guitars pretty much all the time when I'm not, chasing the toddler or actually playing a show. So it's still, and it hasn't, like that, the feeling hasn't waned, the obsession.
That's a good thing.
It's as bad as it was when I was 15.
Well, considering what you do for a living, I guess it's
good.
Pretty appropriate.
Yeah, it's good. You don't see a lot of construction workers obsessing over hammers all day. So we're very lucky to have this job.
Well, speaking of hammers and tools, you've got a bunch of new fun toys since the last time we talked.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since we did this. So this came into my life and changed everything about being a guitar player. So this is the Red Eye, 1959 Les Paul. This was Ed King's, and it was his prized guitar in a really good collection. He had a lot of great instruments.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Carters called me to come in and demo some of the guitars that Ed's widow Sharon brought in after Ed had passed, and I came in and played the Sweet Home Alabama Strat and a couple of other things, and then I saw this on a stand, and I said, "Is that really the one? Is that the original?" And they said, "Yeah, that's it." I was like, "Can I play it?" And they said, "Well, that's why we put it out here." And I felt myself being tricked.
I was going to say, do you think they knew ahead of time you were going to get your hands on that and take it home?
I thought, okay, I've been duped, but I know that, and I'm okay with it, and I still love these people. But I picked it up, and I got lost on my way home that day, and I couldn't sleep, and I just couldn't stop thinking about this guitar. And so I called my accountant, and she said, "No, that's ridiculous. You can't have that guitar." So I called my manager, and I told her, "I need you to find me a bunch of weird birthday parties to play this year. No Gaddafis, no terrible people. Just find me some crazy wild private gigs because I have to buy this guitar." And so I got this guitar, and we took the tuners off and we put some period correct new tuners, because the old ones, believe it or not, were still functional and still worked great. Wow. And I didn't want either me or my tech Michael to break one of them off and have a terrible day. It's like a Toyota Corolla in your hand.
In your hand,
break
crumbling.
One of the, yeah.
And that old Bakelite and plastic and stuff is real.
It doesn't hold up. Yeah, they turn into a dead man's toenails real quick.
This actually looks original.
This is original.
Wow.
And then this I switched out because I like to top wrap and I didn't want to scratch it up. And then I think everything else is the way it originally was. The frets have been changed up to somewhere around here. I think Ed had them changed out partially, had a partial refret done, but everything else is what it's supposed to be.
This has got to be the lowest action I've ever seen on a Les Paul.
Yeah,
it's
pretty low.
So low.
And I'll tell you, it does everything I have ever wanted a humbucker guitar to do.
This does that thing. Huh?
The middle position on this is very, very special. Even for 1959 Les Pauls, it's a very special middle position. And the neck profile is perfect. You can see, Ed's wedding ring, and there's a couple of little nicks and scratches, but nothing major. Yeah, no real buckle rash.
Yeah, very minimal. That's crazy.
He took care of it. Ed had it for a long time. It was stolen from him and famously returned to him over a decade later. And
so do they know how this discoloration came to be?
Yes, that was originally, the red all the way around, and then this is where the tag was hanging in the window. And so the UV light faded that aniline dye and took the red out of most of the 58 and 59 Les Pauls. But in 60 they started going to the tomato soup color, which didn't fade, that darker red.
But even, it's just so beautiful.
It's clean, and look at the corners on the headstock, like they're sharp.
Still sharp.
Yeah, which is kind of unbelievable.
It's pretty rare, yeah.
But yeah, the nut is original. The selector is original. Somebody somewhere along the line carved a little bit out of the G string to keep it from slipping, which I think still works great. But it's got a double white and a zebra, and then the zebra here I think is overwound maybe 600 turns, but also the magnet has weakened over time,
right,
so
'cause they do lose.
balances it out in a way in that middle position that's just almost impossible to replicate.
Interesting.
But